Hi, I'm Emily and welcome to the park. Now don't forget, if you like this video, give me the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Now today I'm going to be showing you some simple, easy to do stretch exercises. We want to keep mobile and active and make sure that we're nice and flexible and feeling good about ourselves. So it's important to stretch a little bit every day. So starting off with those feet parallel hip distance apart and pulling that tummy in, tailbone out, and rotating those shoulders down and back and feeling the length in your spine. That's your first stretch, feeling the length in your spine, the crown of the head, reaching up to the ceiling. Breath in and breath out. Stay even taller. Excellent. Now with that second breath in, we're going to prepare to take those arms with the soft knees all the way up to the ceiling. And out breath to really open up that chest and rotate those arms behind. We do that again. Breath in and rotate behind. Try to get those arms nice and even. Twice more. Breath in, soften the knees and pull up on the out breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Last one. Breath in and breath out. Okay, so for our second stretch, we're going to soften those knees, reach one arm up to the sky, keep that shoulder down, lift out of that waist, hand on that hip so you can feel the lift and try to reach into that lovely side bend to keep that tummy pulling in, tailbone under, and just hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1 before you soften those knees gently to reach all the way up and come back the way you came. Let's do that 4 times. That was 1. Breath in and breath out. Breath in, soft knees to come up, and breath out. We go again. Breath in and breath out. Keep lifting out of that waist. Soften the knees. Breath in and breath out. Last time, let the head follow the hands, so we're loosening off that neck as well. Keep looking front as you reach into that side bend. Little soft knee and pull up to come out. We have to do the other side. We can take that other arm up nice and tall first with the in-breath. Breath out. We have the support of the hand on the hip and we reach over into that beautiful side bend. Breath in again to soften those knees and breath out to come all the way up. Let's do that 3 more. Breath in and breath out. Soften the knees and breath in and out to come down. Twice more. Breath in to come up. Breath out to go over. Keep looking front. Soften the knees, in breath and out. Last time. Here we go. Breath in and breath out. Feel that lift out of that waist. Breath in and breath out. Okay, for the next stretch, we're going to take those feet a little bit wider so we're nice and stable. We're going to soften those knees as we reach those arms forward. Nice parallel line with the in-breath and out-breath. We're going to let those arms come wider and open up that whole chest to the ceiling. Really feel the pull down of the shoulder blades behind, the openness of the chest and the lift out of that tummy, squeezing that glute underneath you. Breath in, we reach nice and straight before we swing and release and go up again. Breath out. Beautiful stretch. Opening up those shoulders and keeping that nice openness through that air passage as you lift the head in line with the spine. Breath in and swing down. Twice more. Breath in and breath out. Deep breaths. Breath in and breath out. Excellent. Take a moment to pull up into that straight parallel line with those arms. Soften those knees and step very carefully back to parallel feet, hip distance apart. Now I'm going to let my hands slide past each other to the ceiling as I drop in one hip so that I feel like I'm trying to elongate one side of my body with that dropped hip and really feel the stretch through the side of the body there. Keep that tummy pulling in and tailbone tucked under so it's really a side stretch. Breath in to pull up as I pull up in that soft knee and I swap sides and I reach through the other side. Really reaching, imagine your tips of your fingers are going to touch that ceiling. We breath in as we slide, we breath out as we reach. We breath in and out, in and out, at least 4 times. And then on the last one, come up to the straight parallel line of those arms. One final breath in to reach up and open nice and wide. Okay, we're going to take a moment to soften those knees, hands on those sides just in front of you. And as I pull up with my out breath, I slide those arms around to the back of that thigh. I open up my chest just a little bit. I pull up in my tummy and my hands are supported by pushing into the backs of my thighs so that I open my chest and squeeze my shoulder blades back together as much as possible to really open up that shoulder area so we stop that curling forwards as we get older. Breath in to stand straight. breath out, a little bit of a tummy tuck as I drop the chin down to the chest to check my hands are in that right position, one either side on those thighs. Out breath. Breath in, I pull up again, and breath out, I slide all the way around to the back. Get that support, pushing into the back of those thighs. So you're really lifted out of that waist. Pull up in that tummy, squeeze those shoulder blades back together, and pull up with the in-breath again. Let's do that twice more. Breath in, and breath out. Breath in, and breath out. Breath in, and breath out. Excellent. Take a moment now with the in-breath to pull up nice and straight, and we're going to get that little standing cat back stretch. So we breath out as we contract the tummy to the back of the spine, tuck the tailbone under, soften those knees, and imagine you're reaching for a giant beach ball as the head drops and just looks through the center of those elbows with that out breath. Breath in to pull up and stand nice and straight. Crown of the head reaching to the sky or the ceiling if you're indoors. Shoulder blades nice and open as we've just been practicing, and we go again. Breath in to prepare. Breath out, we contract. Nice deep breaths as you look down through that window. Knees reaching towards the toes. Don't let the knees go beyond the big toe. Keep them nice aligned with the center of that foot as you soften that knee and peel yourself up again. Stand nice and straight. Breath in and breath out. Breath in, last time, and breath out. Excellent. This time we're going to peel ourselves all the way up, and we're going to step a little bit wider. We're going to lift that heel as we reach the same arm out to the side. We swivel on that toe and we look over that shoulder. Now I'm feeling a stretch right the way through the side of that outer thigh here, and as I drop down with the out breath, I keep the weight nice and even between the feet, so I'm getting a stretch right the way through that hip flexor and round the side of that leg there. Excellent. Hand on my thigh with the free hand to keep supported. Breath in to lift that heel off again, and breath out to swivel back. I do that 4 times. Breath in, breath out, breath in to lift, and breath out to drop that heel. I'm getting that stretch right the way down that whole leg here. Twice more. Breath in and breath out. Breath in. Keep the breath going. Reach it up. Swivel round. Drop it down so you get that turn in from the top of the leg there. Pull up again and open. Let's do that one more time. We take that in breath to prepare, breath out to swivel, breath in to lift, and breath out to drop that heel down there and pull up. Now if you're sliding away a little bit, before you go to the other side, soft knees and just pull yourself back a little bit closer. Now you can hold on to a chair with your free hand if you feel you need some extra support. Standing again for the other side into that wider than hip distance apart position. Here we go. We're going to keep that parallel line. We're going to lift up the working heel and we're going to swivel round as we reach that arm to join it. Here we go, all the way around. The supporting hand goes into my hip unless you're holding a chair. Breath out. Breath in and breath out to drop that heel, and I drop into that hip a little bit so I feel the stretch right the way through the front of that thigh, all the way around that leg and down the back of it as well. Breath in to lift nice and tall, and breath out to open nice and wide and drop that heel. We go again. Breath in, breath out, swivel on the ball of that foot. Breath in, and then on the out breath, drop that heel down. Keep pulling up in that kneecap so the whole leg is stretching out. Breath in and breath out. Twice more. We breath in, breath out. Breath in to lift, and don't sink in the waist. Keep lifted, but just drop that heel down. Breath out. One more. Breath in and breath out. Here we go again. Drop that arm. Breath in to lift the heel and the arm. Breath out to swivel round. Breath in to lift, and breath out to drop down. And I'm really feeling that through the hip flexor all the way down, as I said before. Last breath in to come up, and out breath to come all the way round. Soften those knees just a little bit to pull that leg nice and close so you get back to your starting position again. Okay, so our high lunges, starting off always parallel feet hip distance apart. Feel nice and stacked with the shoulders and the hips. Pull that tummy in. With the in breath, we start to peel the working leg off the floor, and with the out breath, we plant it back in parallel lines. So we really feel that stretch right down the back of that leg. Also, you're getting a stretch through that thigh in that hip flexor. Reach those arms in front of you to help with your balance, and you're just going to lift that heel off with the in-breath and drop it down on the out-breath. We're going for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent. Swing those arms down and up to point that foot a little bit closer to the supporting leg so that you can step into that parallel hip distance apart with the foot still back behind the supporting leg. Soften that knee and reach into your flat back reach. Now you don't have to go right the way down into flat back. You can keep higher if you want to, but the aim is to keep a straight line from the hip to the shoulder to the head, and the arms try to reach as close to that ear line as you can. So if I'm going deeper, it all has to go in one piece, and the lever is from the hip. So you don't have to go so deep, it's up to you. Just keep that big reach, and I'm getting that stretch down the back of that front leg here. Excellent. If you do want to deepen that, you can take a moment to swing those arms down and pull back to flex that foot here and get an even deeper stretch down the back of that front leg as well. Okay, when you're ready, come out of that, peel yourself up, give the leg a little bit of a shake and do the same again. Breath in, parallel feet, hip distance apart. We take that slight soft knee and we swing those arms to step back into that high lunge. Reach with those arms with the in-breath to the sky and the out-breath here. Now we're just going to pick up that heel with the in-breath and breath out, and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Excellent. Taking those arms down, swinging them up to help us lift into that pointed stretch leg so that we can step a little bit closer onto that back leg, soften that knee and reach down towards the flat back. Now remember, you do not have to go deep. You can just stay in this high flat back, or if you're feeling more supple, you can go deeper to feel bigger stretch under this front leg. But I'm going to stay nice and high just to start with and hold it there before I swing those arms down. Breath in and breath out to flex that foot, to take it a little bit deeper, holding onto those tummy muscles and feeling the stretch through the whole leg. Just hold it for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1 before you soften the knees, swing those arms and come back to the center again. Give it a little bit of a shake. We do it twice more. We breath in to step back into that high lunge. We breath out to reach those arms up to the sky. We breath in to raise the heel and drop it on the out breath 4 times. 2 and 3 and 4. Keep those shoulders down. Excellent. We swing those arms down to help us come up to the point, and we step back onto that back soft leg as we reach down into that flat back. Here we go. Keep that tummy pulled up and keep that straight line all the way to the tips of the fingers before we take a moment to swing those arms, hand flex that foot and put the weight back a little bit more to feel the big stretch down the back of that leg. Breath in and breath out. Breath in to step forwards and swing. There we go again. Last time. Give it a little bit of a shake. Breath in to pull up and step into your high lunge. Breath in and out to reach those arms up in that straight line, taking that line all the way down to the heel. Here we go. We raise up with the in-breath and drop for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, here we go. We reach up to the sky with that swing of those arms, pointing that foot so we can step a little bit closer and drop back into that flat back, that high flat back. Keep that tummy pulled in and squeezing those glutes, and then we're going to swing those arms down. If you need a little bit of help to step back into that flex position and stretch down the back of that leg there, you do not have to drop too low with that upper body. Remember, soften the knees to come back up. We repeat it all on the other side. So here we go. We take that parallel hip distance apart and we step back into that high lunge. Breath in and breath out. We're going to soften that front knee and get that straight line. We're going to reach those arms down and up with that out breath, and then we're going to reach up with the in breath onto the ball of that back foot and drop it down with the out breath. 2 and 3 and 4. Excellent. Now we're going to swing those arms down, bring ourselves up to the point a little bit closer so that we can step back onto that soft knee behind, reaching to that high flat back, keeping that squeeze of those glutes. I can feel the stretch right the way through that front leg in the back. I can feel the glutes stretching out as well before I swing down and flex that front foot to get a deeper stretch in that front leg. Okay, soften the knees to come through. Give that leg a little bit of a shake. We do it 3 more times. Here we go. Parallel feet, hip distance apart. We breath in, soften the knees, and out to step into that high lunge. We're going to take a moment to reach those arms with the out breath up to the sky. We're going to take a lift with the in-breath, drop 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, from here I'm going to take a swing of the arms to take that point again a little bit closer so I can step nice and safely back onto that soft knee at the back and hold that flat back in position to really stretch out here. And then I'm going to take a swing of those arms again to help me flex that front leg. Hold it there just for 1, 2, 3, 4, and soften the knees to come back. And here we go. Give it a little bit of a shake, and we go last time. Here we go. We breath in as we reach up into that high lunge again. We reach those arms up with the out breath, holding it there, shoulders down. Just see if you can take another breath in to drop, out breath down, and 2, and 3, and drop 4. Excellent. Take a swing to reach up to the point, and step it a little bit closer as you step back into that soft knee and reach into that flat back. Hold it there, feeling that stretch. To deepen that stretch under that front leg, we're going to swing those arms down and sit back a little bit deeper to flex that front leg before we soften the knees to come through and coming up to that standing position. Okay, so for our next position, we're going to step even wider, parallel line, and we're going to reach those arms out, keeping those shoulders down, and just seeing if we can lift up to look to the front corner of your room or your imaginary box that's drawn on your floor, and just see if you can reach towards that kneecap with the out breath as the other arm reaches up to the sky. Have a look at that hand reaching high. Keep pulling up in that tummy. See if you can go any deeper to tap a little bit lower down the leg. Now entirely up to you how deep you go. See if you can tap the ankle, and see if you can tap the toe, and see if you can tap the floor. Now you don't have to go all the way down there. This is just for you to decide how deep you go and really feel that stretch all the way down the back of that leg and into the glute. I can feel it coming up nice and safely wherever you are, whether you're on the floor, the foot, the calf, or the shin rather, or the knee. Never put any pressure on the kneecap itself. Raise the hand just above onto that thigh and engage the breath and soften the knee to come back nice and safely to where you started. Let's do that on the other side. Breath in to reach out nice and wide. Feel the length across the chest there and into those arms without raising the shoulders. Breath out to turn to look at the other corner and reach that opposite arm forward. So we're twisting in the waist and pulling up out of that waist. We reach over to see if we can tap that thigh to begin with, and look at that hand. See if you can rotate the hand forward to look into the palm of the hand, and then see if you can go a little bit deeper to tap the knee. Don't put pressure on it. See if you can go a little bit deeper. You're aiming to get your chest as close to that thigh as you can. If you can go to the ankle, and if you want to go to the foot, or all the way down, depending on how supple you are, you don't have to go all the way down there. It is just as good to go here. We're still getting that stretch right the way through that glute and down the back of that leg into that ankle. Here we go. When we've held it there just for a second, we're going to soften those knees and we're going to reach ourselves up and out to come back where we started. Let's do that 4 more times, or 3 more times to make a total of 4. Here we go. Breath in and breath out. Breath in, breath out. Hold it still in one position or go deeper to wherever you want to go, and then come back the way you came, up to the thigh, and reach to soften the knees to come up and come back. Reach to the other side. Breath in and breath out. Tap into the thigh, tapping deeper, look to the hand, tapping to the ankle, tapping to the floor, and then coming back the way you came, feeling that stretch. Keep pulling up in those kneecaps, soften those knees, swing that arm forward. Let's go again. Breath in and breath out to reach. Take that support from that thigh. Go a little bit deeper, look into that hand. Look a little bit deeper if you can. If you can, go to the floor, but don't worry, you don't have to. Let's come back, or just hold it at the thigh if that's good for you. Soften the knees and reach to come back. Other side. Breath in, reach out with the out breath. Take that reach to the thigh. Chest is getting a little bit deeper if you can, otherwise just hold it still and keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you've gone deep, come back up to the thigh, nice and gently. Hold it there. Soften the knees and swing the arm to help you come up. One more time. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Keep breathing in and out through the nose and then out through the mouth. Keep it going. If you're going to the floor, hold it there for a second. If you're not, hold it back at the thigh, wherever is good for you. Here we go, back to where we came. Soften the knees, reach. Let's go the other side. Breath in, breath out, breath in, and breath out. Breath in and out, breath in and out, breath in and out, breath in and out. Keep coming up, keep pulling up in those kneecaps, don't let them go. Come to the thigh, soften the knees and reach out to come up. Excellent. Let's take that into our mobile stretch where we just twist and keep the kneecaps pulled up and we tap the thigh and raise that arm. Just a little bit of a twist. Now, if you're finding that very easy, go to the kneecap, nice and gentle, and just feel that stretch through the back of the leg and into the calf. And if that's too easy, go to the ankle. Excellent. And keep following the hand that's high with the head. And if that's too easy, all the way to the floor, all the way up to that flat back and down. Hold on to the tummy muscles, flat back and down, and flat back and down, and come up to your flat back before you soften the knees, knees over the toes, and contracting the tummy, bring the arms forward, swing them out to push and come back to standing. Just to finish off, let's just rotate those shoulders, let's rotate those elbows, let's reach for the sky, and let's take a big stretch into that last rainbow out of that waist. Now take it into a soft knee, keeping that rainbow going, and get ready. We're going to do a full circle up and over the top, contracting the tummy, look at your belly button and come all the way up. Let's do the rainbow one more time, pulling up in the kneecaps first, then with soft knees, nice and gentle. And then when you're ready, go the other way. We breath in, we breath out, soft knees, breath in to contract and breath out to rotate and pull all the way up, and give yourself a little bit of a shake. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.